Hello everybody. Today we'll see a detailed description of William Blake's The Tyger. About the poem, The Tyger is a poem by William Blake published in 1794 as a part of the Songs of Experience collection. Songs of Experience was a follow-up to Blake's own collection of poems, Songs of Innocence, published in 1789. The Tyger is a sister poem to the Lamb in the Songs of Innocence collection. We had discussed the poem The Lamb in the previous slide. So if you want a detailed description of the lamb, please go back to the previous videos. The Tyger. Tyger, Tyger, burning bright in the forest of the night, what immortal hand or eye could frame thy fearful symmetry? In what distant deeps or skies burn the fire of thine eyes? On what wings dare he aspire? What the hand dare seize the fire? And what shoulder and what art could twist the sinews of thy heart? And when thy heart began to beat, what dread hand and what dread feet? What the hammer, what the chain, in what furnace was thy brain? What the anvil, what the dread grasp, dare its deadly terrors clasp? When the stars threw down their spears and watered heaven with their tears, did he smile his work to see? Did he who made the lamb make thee? Tyger, Tyger, burning bright in the forest of the night, what immortal hand or eye dare frame thy fearful symmetry? So that is the poem. So that was the poem. Now let's move on to a line by line discussion of the poem. The poem begins thus. The first paragraph goes like this. Tyger, Tyger, burning bright in the forest of the night, what immortal hand or eye could frame this fearful symmetry? Here the poet is wondering, who is that immortal being? Whose is that immortal hand or eye that framed the fearful symmetry of the tiger? The tiger is compared to a fire here. So in the night, it seems this tiger seems like burning there in the fire. In the forest, the tiger seems to be burning bright. Tyger, Tyger, burning bright in the forest of the night. So in the night, during the night time in the forest, it seems as if there is something burning there when you see the tiger. What immortal hand or eye could frame thy fearful symmetry? You are so fearful, you are so mysterious in your looks that someone so immortal only could make you, could frame you. And who is that immortal being, immortal hand or immortal eye who is behind your fearful symmetry? Here the imagery of fire explains how intense the looks of the tiger is. The second para goes, in what distant deeps of skies burned the fire of thine eyes? On what wings dare he aspire? What the hand dare seize the fire? So where was the fire in your eyes manufactured? Your eyes are burning like anything. And where was this fire in your eyes made from? Was it in the distant deep oceans or in the skies? Where was it made? Where, in what distant deeps of skies burned the fire of thine eyes? Where was it made? Where was this fire of thy eyes burned? Okay. On what wings dare he aspire? So this person behind your creation is definitely not a normal human being. He must be having wings on which he will be flying. Okay. What the hand dare seize the fire? He should be so daring to seize the fire with his hand, because somebody should go and catch the fire, should seize the fire with his own hand. Then only he can manufacture such fearful eyes, fearful symmetry with that. So first of all, the creator should be very daring in order to hold the fire, and then only he can manufacture such a fearful animal like a tiger. So, who is that person behind your creation? And what shoulder and what art could twist the sinews of thy heart? And when thy heart began to beat, what dread hand, what dread feet? So, somebody who should be able to twist the sinews of such a fearful, such a strong animal like a tiger should be stronger than the tiger. So whose is that shoulder? Whose is that artistic skills who could twist your muscles of the heart? And when your heart began to beat, what dread hand, what dread feet? Whose was that hand and whose was that feet that made your heart beat? Asks the poet to the tiger. So somebody should be very stronger than you in order to make such a fearful animal like you. Who is behind your fearful symmetry? The poet asks the tiger, because he should be definitely more talented than you, he should be definitely stronger than you, he should be definitely high in artistic skills than you. Now who is that being who is very higher in his IQ than you? The poet is asking. What the hammer, what the chain, in what furnace was thy brain? What the anvil, what the dread grasp, dare its deadly terrors clasp? The poet wonders what were the tools used in making the brain of this particular animal. What was the hammer that used? What was the chain that used? Was your brain made in a furnace? Okay. The creator must also be very daring in order to create a terrific animal like a tiger. He should be very daring to make a deadly animal like a tiger. So he wonders where is that instruments which made the tiger. What was the hammer that was used? What was the chain that was used? Where are all these instruments now? So the poet goes deeper into the making of this particular animal, and he thinks every minute details of how God managed to create such a big animal like a tiger, such a ferocious animal like a tiger. So he wonders whether his brain was made in a big furnace. So that is the mighty image that you get of a tiger in this particular poem. When the stars threw down their spears and watered heavens their tears, did he smile his work to see? Did he who made the lamb make thee? So, on seeing this particular creation, all the celestial beings were thunderstruck. The stars threw down their spears and watered heaven with their tears. The stars were all very overjoyed. They were all crying out of their joy. They cried out of overjoy and excitement. After the creation was complete, was God satisfied after this creation? The poet is asking. After the creation was complete, did God smile on seeing his own creation? Was he satisfied after this particular creation? Did he who made the lamb make thee? The poet is asking, the lamb is such a sweet, mild, gentle, meek, humble animal, and did he who made the lamb, how could he make a lamb and you with the same hands? Because lamb is so gentle, so kind, so meek, so humble, but the tiger is mighty, ferocious, it is burning bright. And how is this possible? How is this opposites possible by the same person? The poet is asking the tiger, did he who made the lamb make thee? So is it the same God that made both the lamb and the tiger? Because both are two different extremities, right? Lamb is so very kind and the tiger is so very cruel. The tiger is very strong. The lamb is very kind and very gentle. So how is this opposites made possible by the same person, by the same hands and by the same artistic? Now the last para. Tiger, tiger, burning bright in the forest of the night, what immortal hand or eye dare frame thy fearful symmetry? So, this particular portion, this particular paragraph is a repetition of the first paragraph, if you see. But there is one small difference. In the first paragraph, the last two lines goes like this: could frame thy fearful symmetry, and in the last paragraph it becomes dare frame thy fearful symmetry. So here the poet asks, who after explaining all the minute details of the creation, the poet goes on to ask, who is that person who dared to create such a fearful symmetry of the. Now, if you analyze this poem, the poet is trying to explain to us that there is an existence of evil also in the world. He asks, why did even God create evil? He could have created all that is beautiful, all that is good, all that is nice in the world. And why did he actually go for the creation of evil things in this world? Is it like God intended a beautiful creation, but it turned out to be a fearful symmetry? Or did he intend something else? Did he intend another replica of the God only, and it became a tiger? Is it that happened? Is it that what happened? Or is it that God wanted to remind that there are evil beings around and that we should be careful? He deliberately created the evil things so that we should be careful and we will not fall into the pits of the evil beings. Is it that way, or is it like the God wanted the tiger also to be so meek and gentle like a god, and it turned out to be something else? Was it not the intention of the god that happened? There are opposites in Blake's work, the graceful lamb and the fearsome tiger. It is two extreme opposites which we are given to compare. So it tells us that in such a world where there are different types of beings existing in the world, you will see both good things and both bad things. Those that seem mighty, those that seem very attractive might be pitfalls for you. So be careful. There is all tigers, all mighty ferocious tigers around you. So it is how you tame them, how you make them yours. So God presents to us both the lamb and the tiger. The same God only created both the God and the tiger. He created the tiger to remind us that there are evil things. Or why did he even actually go for such a creation? Maybe it is to remind us that there are evil things in this world and that we should be careful in dealing with such people. So that was it. Hope you got a detailed description of the poem The Tiger by William Blake. Do like, share and subscribe if you'd like to listen to more such videos. Thank you.